Hello and welcomes back everyone, AnthWolf here with more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as our smuggler here, Malcolm. We finally retrieved our starship back off Skavik while we were on Coruscant, and we found some of his cargo, as well as an interesting woman known as Risha, or is it Risha? I believe so. Risha or Rishi, but I think it's Risha. Yeah, there you go. And apparently Skavik and her had a deal to try and locate some, an old underworld crime boss known as Drayan. His old, basically, prize, his loot. His fortune didn't go to anyone else, and Risha apparently knows how to get a hold of it, and she's offering the same opportunity she offered to Skavik to us. So we have some cargo in our cargo hold, naturally, which is rather special, and she wants us to travel to various planets and drop it off. And hopefully with those connections help us find Drayan's fortune. So yeah, without further ado, we might as well get ourselves away to Taris, which is our first destination. Corso wants to have a word with us. Did I just walk through that chair? I did. I'm walking through all the chairs here. Okay. Anyway, Corso wants to have a word before we get ourselves away, so we'll do that, and then we'll set our destination.
So, how'd you end up out here, Captain? Was there ever a time you wanted something more normal? A family? A steady job somewhere you didn't need a blaster in hand?
I've got my freedom, my ship, and my gun. What more is there?
I've just been thinking about a guy I met in the brigade. Mercenary. He'd been fighting for the Republic for 20 years. I was 16, fresh off the ship. This guy gave me my first blaster.
I thought you country boys grow up shooting.
I mean, sure, I'd handled a hunting rifle, but never anything aimed at people. This guy told me, gun's just a tool. You use it to destroy, or you use it to protect against those who would destroy you.
And you took it to heart.
Made me think different about guns. You can't protect the people you love if you're afraid to get your hands dirty. I brought Torchy home and my parents made me lock her up, told me not to wish away peace. I didn't have her when the Separatists came.
A little more of Corso's backstory. Certainly an interesting character. I think on Taris there is a customization crew NPC or crew vendor. We may want to change his appearance. I'm not sure if I want to keep it with the default, but I've never really seen how you can change him up and see how you can change his appearance. We'll take a look at it though, but first things first, let's get ourselves away to Taris, which is where again? Oh, it's in the seat of the Empire. So be it then. Here we are. Welcome to Taris. Taris is once a city world like Coruscant. 3 centuries ago, however, it was bombarded by the Sith Lord Darth Malik and left a toxic ruin. The years since have not been kind to Taris, as vegetation and animal life struggle to regain a foothold in the shattered skeleton of the planetary metropolis. The Republic began to recolonize Taris less than a decade ago, and has suffered innumerable setbacks, everything from pirate attacks to the strange rat-ghoul plague. Nonetheless, the reconstruction effort continues, and its proponents determined to prove that the Empire can never truly destroy greatness. Excuse me, I got something in the back of my throat. But, yeah, as I say, let's get ourselves away. There's Taris itself. I need to go speak to Risha now. It's interesting, I'm used to travelling to a planet and then automatically having it take us to the holo terminal to explain our mission. As if we were speaking to Darth Barris or... who was the bounty hunter contact again? Krista Marcos, yeah, and basically them telling us what was going on. What our objective was on the planet. Of course, our contact's already on the ship, but she won't tell us anything up until we go to the planets. Kind of a, I don't trust you, you don't trust me, but we're going to make this deal work anyhow.
Ah, Taris. Did you know you've just landed on the biggest graveyard in the galaxy? There's not much to enjoy here, besides skeletons, ruins, and man-eating creatures.
As long as there's a cantina, I'm happy.
Are all your inoculations up to date? I doubt the watering holes here rate more than a 1 in Trampetta's star guide. Taris was the Coruscant of the Outer Rim, until some lunatic leveled it centuries ago. Now it's a toxic swamp. We're here for an astrogation chart that was in a vault when Taris fell. That vault's somewhere in these ruins.
What do we need with some musty old astrogation chart?
I worry about the why, and you take care of the how. That's our deal, remember? Our lost vault was designed to be recovered after a major catastrophe. All we need are the right sensors to locate it. The catch is, the only person I know with access to those sensors is someone who hates me.
I smell a good story.
Let's just say she and I have a history, which I might tell you about when I know you better. I made our contact an irresistible offer. One of the deal's terms is that she doesn't have to see me. I need you to get that vault's location, Captain. Impress the stars out of her.
People always tell me how impressive I am.
That must be a terrible burden for you. I should also warn you. Skavik knows about the vault. We can't let him catch up.
I'm curious how you know what Skavik's up to.
He wasted a lot of breath trying to impress me into his bunk. It never worked, but I learned a lot about his plans. The astrogation chart in that vault is essential to finding Nocdrane's riches, Captain. Your contact name is Beryl Thorne. When Beryl gives you the vault's location, come back and see me. Oh, and try not to let anything eat you.
That would impede me from coming back and seeing you. Beryl Thorne. I dropped everything off, everything I'm not planning to sell anyway. Yeah, okay. Let's get ourselves down to the planet's surface then. Risha isn't actually an active companion. She just happens to be a passenger on board my starship, so I can't really take her in my party. I don't know if she'll ever become a member. I can't actually remember that far in the Smuggler storyline. So I think I mentioned it in my introduction video, but I don't think I've ever got further than chapter 1 with the Smuggler storyline. So I can't recall what happens. But that's what makes it interesting.
I'm Agent Saganti with the Republic Customs Office. What brings you to my planet, Captain?
What's your job? Showing me how to shake hands with the natives?
Hard to believe a spacer like you never encountered Republic Customs before. The Republic Customs Office monitors all starship traffic and ensures no illegal goods are transported on or off this planet. There's a lot of contraband making its way around Taris. If you see anything suspicious, I suggest you report it immediately.
I sincerely have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Honest.
That's right. You have solid citizen written all over you. I take a special interest in every new arrival to my planet, Captain. Keep your nose clean and we won't have any trouble. Clear?
Do you give this speech to everyone?
Just the ones I think need to hear it. Enjoy your visit to Taris.
Been down to the planet 5 seconds and we're already making friends. I'm wondering if Skavik's tipped him off about us. Mind, we are a smuggler. We are a scoundrel as well, so goes without saying we're not really trustworthy, but we are helping out the Republic now and again. Did you not hear about the great deeds I did at Hammer Station? Olaris Spaceport. It's been a while since I've been here. Well, been a while since I've been here as a member of the Republic. Working with the Sith Empire, we came in this place
Welcome
and
to
blew it up.
Taris. I'm Governor Suresh. On behalf of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for joining us in this historic project. For your safety, please do not travel beyond the military-secured safe zone outside the settlement. This world and our work here will shine as a beacon of hope to all of the Republic. But first, we have many obstacles to overcome. Together, we stand taller than any obstacle. Let's get to work. Together.
Okay. Here's the governor of the planet right now. I say right now as if it's ominous and gonna change. That wasn't what I was meant to say. Bardo, how can I help you?
Hold a moment, please. Strom.
Scanning. ID confirmed. This is the guy.
Captain, Governor Suresh is concerned about the reconstruction project's security. She's aware of your reputation and hopes you're available.
I'm always available to a governor, if the price is right.
The governor is prepared to be very generous. Taris is substantially more hazardous than initial reports had suggested. The specifics aren't common knowledge off-world, but
we're trying to rebuild a planet covered with toxic junk and diseased carnivorous monsters. And it ain't working.
Governor Suresh has plans to alleviate some of these issues, but they require highly skilled individuals to carry out. Individuals like you.
How does the governor plan on dealing with this exactly?
She'll be happy to discuss the details with you in person. I'll let her know you'll be stopping by.
Just hear her out. You can make a huge difference here.
Thank you for your time.
And I think speaking to Bardo, here begins the chain mission here on Taris. I'm not too sure, there is more quests we can pick up just outside Olaris Spaceport here. But potentially that's true.
You smell that, Captain? Taris is like a dead Gundar wearing dirty old socks. Doesn't look much better either.
Oh, it actually could be speaking to the private here, Private Sakal. That might be the start of chain mission. One or two. Either way, we'll be doing most of the missions here as we explore Taris together. Obviously, here's the Republic Resettlement Zone, where they're starting to rebuild Taris. Obviously, there's efforts, if we look, continuing into the other sectors as well. We have the Sinking City, the Beryl Sediment, and of course the Tularan Marsh, which we'll be exploring as well. Looks like there's two instances on Taris right now. It is 6 o'clock in the evening though, and this planet is one of the earlier ones, so it could get a little bit busy. Oh, hello Damas. Send us a message. My network just gave me the good news that you're back in business. I hope Skavik left your ship in good condition. Sorry that the rascal escaped justice, but something tells me you'll get another shot at him. It was a pleasure assisting you, and I hope we cross paths again someday. I just received an intriguing job offer from a senator, so I may be out of pocket for the next little while, but my Spock table will always have a seat for you. Well, that was nice of him. Nothing else we really need to take right now. Let's go see what the situation is here.
We've been waiting weeks, and those things are still swarming our property while you sorry excuses for defenders of the Republic sun yourself on the base.
This is a military operation, sir. This planet hasn't been cleared for civilian occupancy.
My brother didn't mean to be insulting, but for 3 centuries our family has dreamt of reclaiming our place on Taris, and now to be stopped by those things.
Somebody want to explain what's going on?
Their old estate's off base, so we got no way to secure it.
Taris is our home. We're not gonna wait until the army takes its pick of the planet and then throws us the scraps.
The Republic validated our records, but some outlaws set up a camp there. They've got security droids all around the perimeter.
You need something dangerous cleared out first?
It's not rat ghouls or anything. There's someone living there. Sentience.
They've got security droids all around the perimeter. It's a war zone. We almost got killed entering our own property.
The Republic will respond to all such claims of hostile, non-indigenous life forms based on strategic value.
After 300 years, you can't blame someone for thinking it was up for grabs.
Each generation has passed down these deeds. We always knew we would return to Taris, that we were merely exiles.
If the Republic won't help us claim it, we're going to have to go back to Alderaan. Unless... could you help us?
Your claim seems just.
Great. They're all yours then. You find anything important, you can fill out a form at HQ.
All we need is to get those blasted droids cleared out and find out who's controlling them. I can handle the rest.
So we need to check out an estate. It's here in the resettlement zone, so we don't have to go very far. So I'll pop our head into the cantina. Have a look around. Actually, I think this is where the NPC is. Yeah, the companion customization vendor. Didn't really pop our head in here when we were working for the Sith Empire. This place was mostly boarded up. I think as a Sith Empire, you actually come here later on in the timeline. After the Republic's kind of pushed out as far as they can on Taris, and then obviously the Empire takes notice and starts wanting to push them back. And they kind of manage it, to be honest with you. Aha. Hello there. So this is Kosowik's customization options. See, I think we've seen the first couple. Hey. No. I'm happy enough to keep him as a default. Let's continue exploring the resettlement zone for a little while. Have to see Governor Suresh.
Howdy.
Oh, obviously Beryl is in. Actually, she has her own warehouse. Cool. We'll check that out in the near future. Aranakiel, you have something for us.
You're not a refugee, and you're not an aid worker. Why are you here?
I go where there's opportunity.
Then turn around. If you're looking for, well, anything, you won't find it here. Scavengers have our homes, and the army's fighting them. While one side's looting, the other's bombing. And we get to sit in a tent and hope.
It's better to move you here than leave you on a battlefield.
They didn't have to drag us out in the middle of the night like they did. They could have let us grab a few things. My mom's in shock, barely leaves our tent. The whole camp's just waiting to go back to the settlement, but the scavengers are still there, probably looting left and right.
I could check out your home, see if it's still standing.
Hey, did you say you're going to her house?
Someone's going to the settlement? Get me my land speeder.
My farming droids are still out there. Oh, and my sonic washer. Hey, Bada, get out here. Someone's making a trip.
All of you, back off. We do this one at a time, or nobody gets anything. This could take a while. Are you still in?
A favor is one thing. If I'm ransacking a war zone, I'll need to be paid.
That's fair. But you get payment after, not before. Get to our houses and bring back... Well, Laisha, you start.
I want my digging tools. I don't know how long we'll be here, and if we're going to build or grow anything, we'll need them.
All I hear all day is dumb boys fighting because there's nothing to do. I've got a box with 10 custom Pazak decks. Bring those.
I got a micro generator in my toolbox. Bring the toolbox and we can plug in everything electric.
I've spent years working on a novel in my spare time. It's on data file. I'm sure it won't have been stolen.
And what I need is our Nadu seeds. Just a few packets would go a long way. It'd mean everything to my mother. Please, hurry.
So we have a shopping list. I think that's... yeah, it's over here. We can check that out. Let's go see Governor Suresh and see what she's interested in having us do, since we got tagged by Bardo on the way here.
I'm sure it would work if we had the manpower, but we don't. The numbers just aren't on our side.
Success isn't in the numbers, Chief. We don't need more people, we need the right people.
Excuse me, but I was told to meet with Governor Suresh?
Bardo and Strom found you after all. Good. Thank you for coming in. I'm Governor Suresh. Our goal on Taris is straightforward. Rebuild everything the Sith destroyed, and remind the galaxy that the Republic never gives up. But resources are tight, and we have some serious challenges. Toxic chemical spills, scavenging pirates, and the wildlife.
Rat ghouls. One bad bite can turn you into a vicious monster just like them. There's thousands out there, maybe even millions.
Guess this place won't top any desirable destination lists anytime soon.
With your help, it might someday. The rat ghouls use tunnels buried in the ruins to attack by surprise and overwhelm our soldiers. Every work crew we send out is decimated. We came here to achieve the greatest reconstruction project in Republic history. Instead, the workers hide in this outpost like frightened children. No more.
I can definitely see how you got to be in charge, Governor.
I just tried to do my part. We need to level the field, so our security forces can do their job. Chief Trigg has put together a plan.
A suicidal plan.
A bold plan to collapse the tunnels the rat ghouls are using to ambush our people. I know you're up for the task.
Old ventilation shafts still connect a few hubs in the tunnel network to the surface. You drop explosives in enough of them, and the whole thing collapses.
Don't you have soldiers here who could handle the job?
Large groups of soldiers attract too many rat ghouls, just like the work crews. We need to keep this small. You have a reputation for overcoming impossible odds. Live up to that reputation. Help us transform Taris into the future of the Republic.
So we need to drop explosives into ventilation shafts for Governor Suresh here. Thinking about ending this video, but we'll go see Beryl first of all. I can't remember what she wants exactly of us, but she didn't want to see Risha. So hopefully she'll be a bit more open about the location of this vault to Malcolm and Corso. I guess you're upstairs. Ah.
Argo, you're leaking oil again. You want to set this whole warehouse on fire?
The Maker said it is better to burn out than rust away. Perhaps I'm testing that wisdom, mistress.
I'm looking for Beryl Thorne.
That's me. Argo's what passes for my second in command. I recognize you from Risha's holo. Let's get one thing straight. The only reason I agreed to help is because my contract supplying the Taris Reclamation project is at risk. Looked like easy credits. Turns out Taris is anything but easy. There are lots of interesting ways to die.
As long as you're breathing, you're still in business.
Some business. I'm barely covering my own expenses. If I don't finish my contract, I don't get paid. Tyrell, my partner, died on a supply run. Put me in a real bind. I'll find that vault, but I have to finish my contract to do it. You work for me, and I'll work for you. Deal?
Can't your walking rust bucket handle things?
Not a chance. The scavengers out there would be on Argo like gundarks on fresh meat. I only have 2 deliveries left. Soon as you handle them both, we'll find your vault. The first job's for a Republic scientist named Vernon. He's got a research camp in rat ghoul territory.
What exactly am I delivering?
Some kind of sensor equipment, don't know what it's for. I'll start working on your job while you handle mine. Isn't cooperation grand?
Hello again, Captain. I didn't know you and Thorne were acquainted.
Agent Saganti, what a lovely surprise. It's only been a day since your last inspection. Don't you Republic Customs boys have better things to do than turn my warehouse upside down again?
I can inspect this warehouse whenever I want. It's the law.
take Dr. Vernon's delivery, Captain. There's no reason for you to stick around.
What kind of man would I be if I left you alone with this guy?
A smart man. I can take care of myself. But thanks. Poke around the warehouse all you want, Agent. You won't find anything out of order.
What did I just step in, Thorne?
My apologies, sir. I believe that is my hydraulic fluid.
So, the customs agent is back again. Oh, he's related to this mess somehow. I want this speeder. I think I know what it's called now as well. I'm going to have to check that out next time I get to a GTN. Rather than using my current one, the Orlean Fortune Hunter. But yeah, we'll park ourselves here on Taris, and when we come back, we need to go see Dr. Vernon, obviously to drop off his package. But we have a few quests around here, and I'm sure there's a few bonus quests linked to the missions we have so far. So yeah, this of course has been AnthWolf for Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as our smuggler. Hope you've all enjoyed and I hope you all take care. And I say we'll get out of the Olaris Reclamation base in the next video. Until then, bye bye now.